Welcome to VSWville, and now here is your host, VSW. VSWville, how you all doing? It is your boy, VSW here. Welcome back to the channel. And today, I want to talk about this Sunday's WWE pay-per-view event, where all championships must be defended, Clash of Champions. The matches are right here, which can only mean one thing. This is my WWE Clash of Champions 2020 prediction video. Let's get to it. First up, we have Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura defending the Smackdown Tag Team titles against the Lucha House Party. Now, Lucha House Party won a number one contenders tag team match or whatever on SmackDown. And now they're the number one contenders for the SmackDown tag team titles. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the Lucha House Party, but I don't want to see them become champions. So, Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura, and still SmackDown tag team champions. Besides, the Lucha House Party always look like they're going to break up. I don't know. But Lucha House Party, they ain't winning at Clash of Champions. Not happening. And if it does happen, whatever. Next, the Street Profits, Angelo, Dawkins, and Montez defending the Raw Tag Team titles against Andrade, Cien, Almas, and Angel Garza. Angel Garza and Andrade, Cien, Almas faced the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team titles before, and they lost. And now, they don't have Zelena Vega anymore. Speaking of Zelena, she will be facing Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship on the kickoff show. Seriously? The Raw Women's Championship match on the kickoff or pre-show? What? Whatever. That match I'll get to later, but back to the Raw Tag Team Championship match. Angel Garza and Andrade Cien Almas defeated Humberto Carrillo and Dominic Mysterio and Murphy and the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins, in the Triple Threat Tag Team match. Which means they will be challenging the Street Profits once again for the Raw Tag Team titles. Make no sense, but whatever. And like I told myself before, why was Dominic Mysterio teaming up with Humberto Carrillo? That made absolutely no sense. But whatever. Here, I'm going to say that the Street Profits will once again retain the Raw Tag Team titles because Andrade Cien Almas and Angel Garza doesn't have Zelena Vega by their side anymore. So, I don't like their chances. Next, Bobby Lashley of the Hurt Business defending the United States Championship against Apollo Crews. Now, Bobby Lashley did beat Apollo Crews to win the United States Championship. Even though I don't remember which show that was. Maybe it was Payback. I don't remember. I'm going to have to look it up. But Apollo Crews is now getting his rematch for the title for some reason. Because Cedric Alexander betrayed him and Ricochet and joined the Hurt Business. Which was a good move because Cedric Alexander as a villain, thumbs up. I dig it. And I like the Hurt Business's theme song, or theme music. It sounds good. I can't wait to listen to the whole thing whenever it becomes available. But anyway, for this match, I'm just going to say that Bobby Lashley is going to retain the United States Championship. The United States Championship will remain with the Hurt Business. Sorry, Apollo Crews. I love you, but the United States Championship isn't leaving the Hurt Business at Clash of Champions. Next, Nia Jax and Shayna Basler defending the women's tag team titles against Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott of the Riott Squad. Now, Shayna Basler and Nia Jax defeated Sasha Banks and Bayley at Payback to win the tag team titles. And they've been brawling with each other for weeks. Now all of a sudden they are a tag team and they are the tag team champions. I don't get it. I like Shayna Basler. Nia Jax, she is beautiful and powerful, but most of the time, she can be very dangerous and unsafe. But the Riott Squad, Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, they are getting a shot at the Raw Tag Team Champions. And if you ask me, they should be the ones carrying the Women's Tag Team Championships right now, not Shayna Basler and Nia Jax. I would love to see the Riott Squad win the titles at Clash of Champions this Sunday, but I'm going to go on a limb and say that Nia Jax and Shayna Basler will remain the champions. Hope I get it wrong, though. Next, we have Bayley defending the SmackDown Women's Championship once again against Nikki Cross. Bayley defended her title against Nikki Cross before, and she successfully defended it every single time. Bayley, she lost the Women's Tag Team Championships with Sasha Banks to Nia Jax and Shayna Basler at Payback. But a few weeks ago on SmackDown, after they lost their rematch, Bayley finally turned on Sasha Banks and injured her neck by putting a steel chair on it, going up to the second rope, the second turnbuckle, and stomping on her. Well, stomping on the chair. You know what I mean. And while Sasha Banks was being interviewed, Bayley attacked Sasha Banks again and tried to cause more damage to her already injured neck. And, of course, Bayley was using Sasha Banks this whole time. She never really cared for her. And it's because of Sasha Banks that Bayley is the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion in WWE history. But now she has to defend her title once again against Nikki Cross. Don't get me wrong, I like Nikki Cross. But when she is crazy, because back when she was in NXT, she was awesome and a lot of fun to watch. I love and miss that Nikki Cross. I want that Nikki Cross back. Because that Nikki Cross was cool. The calmer Nikki Cross or whatever, not so much. She is okay, but I want the crazy Nikki Cross back. And here, I'm going to say that Bayley, once again, is going to successfully defeat Nikki Cross and retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. Sorry, Nikki. Clash of Champions ain't going to be your night either. Next, Drew McIntyre defending the WWE Championship against Randy Orton in an ambulance match. Now, what a rivalry this has been one of the best rivalries I have seen this year, because we have seen punt kicks, claymores, Randy RKOs. Speaking of which, Randy Orton punt kicked Drew McIntyre 3 times a few weeks ago on Raw. And then the week after that, if I remember, Drew McIntyre returned from the ambulance and claymored Randy Orton. And I was in the Thunderdome for that episode. But yeah, Drew McIntyre just wanted to get even with Randy Orton by claymoring him 3 times. And they said that if Randy Orton couldn't compete at Clash of Champions, then he would defend his title against Keith Lee. But Randy Orton is cleared, so it is on. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton in an ambulance match for the WWE Championship. Both men rode in the back of the ambulance truck before, but the question is, who will take one last ride in it? I'll say Drew McIntyre, so I'm sorry, but I'm going with Randy Orton to win the WWE title. We'll have to see what happens. Next, Jeff Hardy defending the Intercontinental Championship against Sami Zayn and the phenomenal AJ Styles in a ladder match. Jeff Hardy, a couple weeks ago on Smackdown, defeated AJ Styles with an injured knee to win the Intercontinental Championship. But on that same night, Sami Zayn returned with the Intercontinental title, claiming that he is still the Intercontinental Champion. And I can agree with him because he never lost the title. Well, he was never beaten for it. He was just stripped of it because he couldn't defend it because of the coronavirus pandemic. But now he's back and once again claiming that he is the rightful champion. Jeff Hardy finally had enough of it and said that he is going to defend his title against AJ Styles and Sami Zayn this Sunday at Clash of Champions in a ladder match. And call me stupid, but I'm going to say that Sami Zayn is going to win. If he doesn't win, then Jeff Hardy to retain. But my main pick, Sami Zayn. Next, the pre-show match. Asuka defending the Raw Women's Championship against Zelena Vega, who left Andrade, Cien, Almas, and Angel Garza. She confronted Asuka after retaining her Raw Women's title against Mickie James, and she never tapped out, by the way, and slapped Asuka in the face. So now she is getting her first Raw Women's Championship opportunity. And she's not going to win. I'm sorry. Zelena Vega, you are not ready for Asuka. So Asuka and still Raw Women's Champion. And I don't think this is going to be the main event, but Roman Reigns defending the Universal Championship against his cousin, Jey Uso. Roman Reigns left to take care of his family when he was normally scheduled to challenge Goldberg at this year's WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. But SummerSlam, he finally returned, attacked The Fiend Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman after their Universal Championship match. And then on SmackDown, when the 3 competitors in that triple threat match for Payback signed the contract to make it official, we saw Roman Reigns sitting next to Paul Heyman, which means Brock Lesnar has been released from the company. And I guess Roman Reigns is the new Brock Lesnar. Okay? And then at Payback, Roman Reigns defeated The Fiend Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman to win back the Universal Championship. And then a few weeks ago on Smackdown, his cousin Jey Uso defeated Matt Riddle, King Corbin, and Sheamus in the Fatal 4-Way match to become #1 contender. Big E was supposed to be in the match, but the security guard set Big E up about Xavier Woods being there because it was his birthday, but he was ambushed and attacked by Sheamus. And boy, did Big E return and make the security pay for that. Don't mess with Big E. And last week on SmackDown, Roman Reigns Superman punched Jey Uso to end the show. He's definitely a heel now. And I'm sorry, Jey Uso. I love you, but Clash of Champions, it ain't gonna be you. It's gonna stay with Roman Reigns. So, Roman Reigns and still Universal Champion. And those are the matches. The match I'm looking forward to the most, the Universal Championship match. The one I'm looking forward to the least, I'll say, the SmackDown Women's Championship. Stupid. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship, I meant to say. Because again, the Lucha House Party competing for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. What? And they better not win. They better not win. And that will end my WWE Clash of Champions 2020 prediction video. What match are you looking more? I can't talk, excuse me. What match are you mostly looking forward to? And which one are you not mostly looking forward to? And who are your winners? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, God bless, take care, stay safe. Welcome to VSWville. I'm a pro wrestling fan forever, and that's the bottom line. Why? Because VSW said so. I love you all so much. You enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe, join VSWville, and invite all of your wrestling friends to do the same. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Stupid car horn.